Welcome to Yester Quickies, a speedy culinary trip back in time. Today we're traveling to 1979 to discover olive macaroni loaf. You are gonna love it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Jill and this is Yester Kitchen. I've got another quickie for you. So today we are going back to the 70s and you've been asking a lot about vegetarian recipes, so this is a vegetarian recipe out of the 70s. It's called Olive Macaroni Loaf and it's from a fabulous little book from 1979 called The California Favorites Cookbook. In here is recipes all about products from California or produce from California. They even go back in time and do early Californian cooking. So it's really such a treasure. And in here is a recipe for olive loaf, which I really want to share with you because it's fabulous. And while I'm making this, I wanted you to see some of the more famous vegetarians through history. I think you'll be surprised. I'm going to go run their names while I make this. And this is just such a glorious dish. It's like a meatloaf without meat. So in here, I have a 12-ounce package, or 1.5 cups of Elba macaroni that's already been cooked. So we just have it. I actually put maybe about a teaspoon of olive oil in it, and that is just to keep all the macaroni separate. And now we're going to add all kinds of delicious things. So we're starting with 1 cup of soft breadcrumbs. Now I make my own out of just bread that's left over. Like, we don't really use the ends when we cook bread, so we'll use bread. So I put them in a blender, blend them up into beautiful crumbs, and then I just keep them in the freezer for whenever needed. Totally works. Now we have 1 cup of grated cheese. It did not specify, so use what you like. We've had so many times we've gone to cheddar cheese, so I thought I'd switch it up a little bit. And today I'm using Monterey Jack. I thought that would go glorious with the olives that are soon to be coming, because olives are definitely an ingredient that was highlighted in this cookbook. Next, I have 1.5 cups of milk. Why is my milk so yellow? Because there are 4 eggs beaten right into it. So just get your whisk, get it really incorporated, and into the pool it goes. Look at that, that's gorgeous. Next, oh, remember these? One of the best ingredients out of the 1950s and 1960s made its way into the 70s. This is a small jar of pimentos. You want to drain off just whatever liquid. It doesn't have to be all the liquid, but just a little bit of liquid. And now we're going to start adding some beautiful color to this. Next, here come our olives. 1 cup of pitted olives. Yes, leave them whole. It'll add a little special something. And we have 1 small onion that I chopped up. Oh, look at this. This is glorious. And last but not least, the recipe calls for a tablespoon of parsley. This is about 2.5. I just can't buy a whole thing of parsley and just use a tablespoon. And besides that, it's not that much more, and it's fabulous flavor. So now is our time where everything gets mixed up. So I'm going to start doing that, and I will be right back when everything is incorporated. Okay, so everything is beautifully incorporated, and I guess you could call it a mac and cheese-ish with vegetables kind of loaf. Okay, so everything is done, and now in comes our pan. I made it once, and really makes too much to have a loaf. So I have an 8x8 right here that is well greased, and everybody goes into the pool. There we go. Oh my goodness, look at all those beautiful vegetables and colors and olives, and oh, this is gonna be a good one, guys. A little full, but that's okay. It's perfect. Okay, this is gonna go into your 350 oven for 45 minutes. And while we're doing that, we're gonna make a mushroom sauce, so let me get that going. So while our macaroni loaf, which is more of a square, is happily cooking in the oven, we're gonna make a mushroom sauce to go over it. This is so 70s, so 70s. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of water. And here comes our 70s, 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Of course, how can you not love that? To that, we have a tablespoon of flour. Get in there, you. And we're just gonna whisk this until it's all incorporated. It's a very, very simple sauce. After this, we're just going to add one more ingredient. But you really want to use a whisk just to get all that flour incorporated with all that soup, and it just doesn't take long at all. But as you can see, it's just going to be a beautifully thick mushroom sauce. That's so simple. Okay, now we don't need the whisk anymore, but we do need a spoon. Lastly, oh yes, canned mushrooms are back. This is one small jar that's sliced. Let's just get these guys into the pool. And now all you want to do, just stir it around until it boils. And then once it boils, you just want to simmer until it starts getting thick, and then just keep it warm until our macaroni loaf is ready. This is just one fabulous, fabulous, interesting, different, and gorgeous dish. All right, so we're gonna let our sauce cook, and then I'm just gonna take it off the fire, and I will be back when our macaroni loaf is out of the oven and it is time to eat. So we are out of the oven. Look at this gorgeous thing. By the way, if you truly want to make a loaf, just cut the amount of macaroni in half, keep all your other seasonings and flavors the same, and you'll have a loaf. So were you surprised to see who was a vegetarian out there? A few of the names did surprise me. Okay, and here is our beautiful mushroom sauce. That is just perfect and thick. I will tell you, the sauce in the original recipe, which is what I always make, is a little on the bland side. So if you're gonna make this, I wouldn't yell at you if you were gonna add maybe about a teaspoon and a half of garlic salt. All right, let's cut open this thing and see what we've got. This is just, will feed so many people. And it's just gorgeous. We've got the cheese, we've got the olives, and we've got our favorite corner piece that always is a little struggle to get out. So sorry if my hand's in the way, but I gotta get it out for you. There we go. I've got an adorable plate to put it on. Look at this. So it's macaroni and cheese-ish in a loaf. Well, you get the idea. Let's get some mushroom sauce on top of it. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. How beautiful is that? Olive macaroni loaf from 1979. It's awesome, it's awesome. Whether you're a vegetarian or not, I highly encourage you to try it. Thanks for stopping by. It's always such an honor to have you join me. Enjoy eating the past, and I will see you in the next video.